Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a message about your specific person. I'm getting started with the tarot, and I'm leaving today's message open for whatever you need to hear at this time about the connection with your person. So let's see what comes out here to get us started. And then I'll also pull a couple cards on the future. So what might be coming next, what you can expect between you and this person in the coming days, weeks, or months. Okay, so that first card we had out was the King of Swords. That's interesting. Let's get a couple more cards out. Talk to me about this connection. Ooh, 2 cards. We also, never mind. There's too many. There we go. Okay. So we have the King of Swords. We also have the Lovers, and we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, very interesting. We have Aquarius and Gemini energy coming out, so strong notes of air sign energy so far. Although this is a timeless and all zodiac signs reading, so whenever it found you, there are likely messages here for you. That's just for bonus confirmation, okay? Let's get a couple more cards out. What else do we need to know about this connection? Maybe they want me to use another deck. We'll see. Or just talk about what we have out so far. There we go. Okay. So we also have the Four of Wands. Wow. Okay. And what was that? The Queen of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy. Okay. So maybe one of you is, because we kind of have like opposite energies coming out here between the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe one of you is more logical, and the other one is much more like go with the flow type of energies. I'm trying to, you guys, there's something interesting here about the imagery on this card too that's distracting me. So hold on a second, okay? Because the lighting is off here today, but if you can see that there, it's almost like the Queen of Pentacles is going like this, reminiscent of like justice energy where there's a balance going on. So, and I just heard the word counterbalance, which is interesting. So maybe the two of you are bringing like a different type of balance to the table. Like one of you is much more grounded, earthy, go with the flow. The other person is a lot more stoic, logical, and less expressive. But the thing is like you're balancing each other out. But aside from that, I want to note that we have 3 cards in the very center of this reading that have a specific message here. I think they want you to know that this is meant to be a long-term connection for you. So even if it's a newer one or something that hasn't fully gotten off the ground yet, because I was leaving this message general, I think that an important note for you that's coming through is that this is something that's going to be long-term, okay? The Four of Wands talks about unions, celebrations, higher level commitment. It's also an 1111 card, so a wish fulfillment, something you've manifested, paired with the Page of Pentacles, an offering, a gift. And the Lovers, it's telling me that there is something about this connection that is long-term. This is probably going to be a very long-term partnership for you down the road if it's not even there yet. We could even be talking about a person that you have not met in the 3D yet, and maybe that's why this reading found you, to confirm with you that in the future you are going to be finding your soulmate, so to speak, or your life partner, and they want me to talk to you a little bit more about that. And again, the zodiac signs associated are Aquarius, Gemini, and Virgo. So that could be an indicator. Maybe this person's big 3 or their sun sign. Okay, let's get a few more cards out though, because we're definitely talking about this long-term partnership, something that's going to ascend to a higher level commitment in the 3D as well. Okay, so I think there's going to be a formal union here. Talk to me about this person's thoughts and feelings. That's what we're going to do. So we have the Four of Wands, and it came out with the Five of Swords. I'm not going to bend down and grab those, but it's interesting that we do have the Four of Wands coming out again, but it's paired with the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords in this deck depicts a person who's kind of holding their head in frustration, which I take as a little bit different than the traditional meaning of the card. And so this person might have like almost like a headache thinking about commitment right now, like a deeper level of commitment. They're wondering if it's going to be worth it. So that could be like a topic heavy on their mind at this time. I really feel like you might not have met this person yet, okay? And if you have, it could just be in like the beginning stages or something where that would be like far off into the future. This person really wants to take their time here. They're going to be the type that wants to go slow, move things slow, and it's because they have this fear of like everything crumbling apart. So just keep in mind, your person is a little bit fearful. They're very cautious. And what did I just say? We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out, which is notorious for being a slow mover, a breadcrumber, somebody who strings things along sometimes, but also they are committed and devoted, a very loyal character, okay? So I'm really feeling like this person is or will be a slow mover. That's something you're going to have to accept if you want to keep things moving with them. The idea of like marriage or formal commitment gives them a bit of a headache. It scares them a little bit. And I think it's because they get fearful that they'll look back on that decision with regret, wondering if it was all worth it, as in your person is afraid of being abandoned. They're afraid that they're going to give their all. They're going to deeply commit and devote themselves to someone who might betray them. So keep in mind, this person's got some stuff to work through. However, they are loyal and devoted here. They do want to grow this, but slowly over time. And I feel like it's just what makes this person feel comfortable. Okay. It's kind of like their comfort zone. So they feel like, I don't know, it just brings them more security and assuredness. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just where your person is coming from. So let's talk about the future of this connection now. I'm going to pull a situation card to see what the future looks like between you and this person, aside from being in a more formal union with one another. Okay. We have illusions. Be aware of love's illusions. See reality clearly. Okay, so you and this person may have a tendency to get a little bit carried away or fantasize and daydream a little bit too much. I think it's important that you don't dismiss any red flags with each other, that you hold each other accountable, and that you see reality clearly. Don't fall into the trap of like escapism or anything like that. Let's get out one more card about the future. Also, oh, that was too many. Also, they want me to just point out to you, like, just be aware that this person is a little bit of a breadcrumber. They're somebody who likes to string things along, and it's because they're afraid. The irony of this is that they seem to be very loyal and devoted, but it's like they will give you like little nuggets of hope that things are going to be taken to the next level, but they are fully intending on it taking a long time to actually get there, okay? We also have unseen. Love can be blind. Ensure you're not overlooking red flags. And what did I literally say? I feel like that's coming out twice for you. Just to remind you, please make sure you're not dismissing red flags. Pay attention to them. It's important, okay? And then we also have trust. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. This is interesting. This reading is taking like a whole new spin in the future. We're talking about the future of this connection, so I feel like this is almost serving as a warning for you that it's important you don't dismiss this person's red flags, that you see reality clearly, and that you keep your own sovereign identity through this process, that you don't completely commit and devote yourself to a connection without, you know, having your own ducks in a row and life outside of this, because you might find down the road that you and this person have a different idea of what long-term commitment looks like. I do see this as a long-term relationship in the future where the two of you are likely to be together for a long time, but one of you might want a more formal level of commitment while the other person does not. As in, one of you might want marriage, the other person just wants like some sort of like formal acknowledgement of union. And it's important that you get clear on what your boundaries are, what you're willing to sacrifice and accept, and what you're not. Okay, but that's basically what I'm getting from this reading here today. Let's get out a message just for you. I'm going to pull an affirmation from the deck. If you've made it this far into the reading and you'd like to affirm this and claim it, you can type it below in the comments or read it out loud. Okay, today I feel worthy. Today I accept all the wonderful things in this life. And you can just summarize that with today I feel worthy. That's a beautiful affirmation in and of itself. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. I hope you all have an amazing day or night. And until next time, bye for now.